Hi there. This episode looks at Leslie Boileau, who was a Florida deputy who shot his girlfriend, 25-year-old Paulina Wright. It was a live, so you can't get involved in the live chat, which you'll hear me talk about in the episode, but do let me know in the comments if you can, if you have any questions, observations, or opinions on what it is that you are about to listen to, because it's wild. Listen closely. This 911 call comes from a deputy who's just shot his girlfriend. He swears it was an accident, but this became evidence this week in his trial for manslaughter. What do his words reveal?
My God! No!
Ma'am, what happened?
Me and my girlfriend were cleaning my gun, and we were trading it back and forth, and I didn't know it was loaded, and I fucking shot her.
I was cleaning the guns. We were pointing them at each other.
During the cleaning process, or what was going on?
She was like, I want you to teach me how to use them. I want you to teach me how to use them. I was like, okay, we will. We were pointing them at each other, and mine went off.
Welcome to Never a Truer Word, where we look at the words that people choose to use to see if they're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you're new here, then what I do is different from anyone else, because what I do is strip away everything apart from what is said by the people at the heart of the story. And then I use my process of statement investigation to give us the key to seeing where deception could be happening, where the truth lies, and also the motivations of a person talking as well. It's a process that I use with investigators, with corporate clients, and with the media to get a deep understanding of what is really being said. And we are live this Thursday, so please, if you are watching live, do get involved in the live chat, because this is a wild ride. We have got some great words to listen to in this episode, so I'd love your questions. I'd love your observations. I would love your opinions as well. Just get involved in the chat, and also let us know where you are. I can see we've got Sheila in Ireland. Sheila is the marketing department for Never a Truer Word, so hello to you. Panic at the Discourse is there, asking premiere or live. Definitely live. Look, it's dark outside here in Manchester. We also have Lily Polly there, and a very special guest in the live chat as well, which I will come to. So do get involved. Let us know what you're thinking. That's the reason that I do it live. And if you are here on replay, then do get involved in the comments on this platform if you can. I'm always interested in what you have to say. So this case is not the most famous case of the moment, but I think this one's going to be remembered for a long, long time. It's about former Florida deputy Leslie Boileau. Now, he's former because he shot his girlfriend, Paulina Wright, in September of 24, killed his girlfriend then. He was in court on trial this week, charged with manslaughter. In fact, he was found guilty. And thank you very much to the special guest in the chat, which is Sharon in Mexico. Hello, Sharon, who was watching this and got in touch on X. Jack, you've got to watch this. It is boomf. And it is. So what we're going to look at is the 911 call that was made by Leslie Boileau on the occasion of shooting his girlfriend. And then very shortly after, once police arrived at the scene, they spoke to him. They recorded that on body cam. So we're going to watch those two things. It is, I'd like to say, I do believe it's going to be a classic. So please get involved. Let me know what you think, and let's listen. I'm going to play the entire 911 call as it was played in court. Have a listen to this. Then we will break down all the words, and then we'll measure that 911 call against the body cam interview. So here's Leslie Boileau's 911 call.
What's the address of the emergency?
I just had an accidental discharge.
What was that, ma'am?
Accidental discharge of a firearm.
Okay, ma'am, and what's going to be the address for this?
327 Southeast 32nd Ave.
And can you repeat it one more time?
Damn it! No! No!
Ma'am?
No! Oh my God! No!
Ma'am, what happened?
Me and my girlfriend were cleaning my gun, and we were trading it back and forth, and I didn't know it was loaded, and I fucking shot her. No! I need an ambulance right now, please.
All right, ma'am, we're getting help on the way, okay?
Please. Oh my God! No! No!
Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath. We're getting help on the way.
I'm gonna No, please. God damn it, I lost. No. No, no, no. No. Oh, my God.
Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath. We're getting help on the way, okay?
327 Southeast, 32nd Ave, please. No, oh, my God. I don't. No, God. Damn it. I'm lost.
We're already getting help on the way, ma'am.
No, oh my God! I'm sorry, babe. I love you. No! No, no, no! I need help right now.
We're already getting help on the way, ma'am.
I love you. God damn it, no!
Just bear with me
No.
1 second, okay? We're getting help on the way.
No!
All right. And, ma'am, how is she doing now? Is she breathing? Is she awake?
No, she needs medic. She's shot in the head. God damn it!
Ma'am, is she obviously deceased?
I don't want to say that. No, babe, no! I don't think she is. I can still feel a pulse. Hurry up!
All right.
I'll have
All
that.
right, madam. And where in the head was she shot? The front, the side, where?
Forehead. The front, the forehead. No! 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 Oh my God! No!
We're already getting help on the way, okay?
Oh. The door's unlocked. God damn it, no! I knew it should have been doing this. I know. No! Oh my God, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I need help.
We're already getting help on the way, ma'am. And how old is she?
She's 25. No,
right.
my God.
Ma'am, I need you to put the gun away and let me know when it's secure.
They're away. They're unloaded, they're away.
And as of right now, is she awake?
No, she's unconscious.
Is she
I
breathing?
need help right now. Please, I need help.
Ma'am, is she breathing?
No. I don't think so. I need help.
We're already getting help on the way, ma'am.
I need help right now. No! No! No, no, no! God damn it! No! 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 Tell them to come in. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, ma'am.
I need help. I need medics right now. Sorry. Liberty, come here.
Ma'am, are you a deputy?
Liberty. I need help. Where's the gun? There's one in her lap and one there. We're good. I need medics right now. No! No! I knew we should have been fucking.
Wow. Just before we go into the analysis, look, there is overacting going on there. It is all sorts of crazy and wild. Sharon, who brought this to my attention, she tweeted a picture of Paulina earlier. I should have brought it up and maybe been able to share it, but that is the woman who lost her life in all of this. Looked like someone, 25, beautiful, whole life ahead of her, and she lost her life there. In that incident. Let's dig into the words that were used there by good old Leslie. So what we're looking for in a 911 call are normally a sense of urgency, requests for help, and also an absence of alibi building or story building or excuses or anything like that. The person wanting the 911 call should be really looking for help as quickly as possible. Is that what we see here from good old Leslie? The call starts with 911. What's the address of the emergency? And Leslie says, I just had an accidental discharge. So he's not answering the question about what's the address of the emergency. The most important thing for him to say is, I just had an accidental discharge. Now, I might make the slightest bit of allowance for the fact that he is a deputy. So potentially accidental discharge is the first thing you have to say when you radio in a call like that or something. But what was that, ma'am? Accidental discharge of a firearm. So that's the very first thing, the big priority this guy wants to get across here was it was an accident. Not anything about getting help, not anything about a fact as a victim, just the fact that it was accidental. He really wants to get across, first of all, accidental. His first concern really is for himself. Obviously, he was referred to as ma'am all the way through the call. As Sharon will testify, the very first question the attorney asked on the playing of that 911 clip after that was, when you arrived at the destination, was it clear that this was, in fact, a man and not ma'am? Yes, it was a man. Okay, ma'am. And what's going to be the address for this? And then we get the answer, which is 327 Southeast 32nd Avenue. You'll see no mention of the victim, no mention of the state of that victim either. That's what that starts off with. Can you repeat that one more time? Meaning, can we confirm the address so we've got the right address to get the help needed to get to your girlfriend who you have shot? And instead of that, he goes, God damn it, no, 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 no. Oh my God, no. So what we've got for me here is him setting a scene. He's not worried about getting any help here. He's not prioritizing getting help to this person that he shot. His priority is himself. So first of all, the very first thing he says is this accidental discharge line. And then it's this, I've summed it up as regret, which I think going through the call, he genuinely feels regret. I hope most humans would feel regret at having shot someone. So we've got that regret. The primary concern for him is storytelling, scene setting. So it's been an accidental discharge and I really regret it. It's not getting the victim help. It's really not getting the victim help. Ma'am, what happened? Great question, because the answer to what happened is always going to be so revealing. And what happened? He goes back in time, because what happened is I accidentally shot my girlfriend in the head. She needs help now. But he wants again to set a scene. Me and my girlfriend were cleaning my gun and we were turning it back and forth. Actually, having listened to it tonight, I think it might be training it back and forth, training it back and forth. And I didn't know it was loaded and I fucking shot her. Let's break that down. So what happened is a story. It goes way back in time. Now, when someone's asked what happened, then what we find is that we tend to get the person starting the what's happened answer at the time of when the incident started. If they are story selling and so on. For example, there was one I looked at where it was, can you tell me what happened this morning? And the guy said, we went to bed together last night. And so it became apparent to me that something happened the night before, because what happened in his answer started the night before. What happened? Me and my girlfriend were cleaning my gun. And I would just want you to take note here of some things that he mentions here. Me and my girlfriend, so that's the pair of them, were cleaning my gun. So me and my girlfriend cleaning my gun. So two people cleaning one gun, my gun, his gun. And we were training it back and forth. So again, we have this two-person thing going on here. We were turning it back and forth. And I didn't know it was loaded, and I fucking shot her. So he is saying there what happened. I fucking shot her. He is taking ownership of that, but it's the pair of them doing the cleaning the gun and turning it back and forth. Then he shouts, no! And then he says, I need an ambulance right now, please. Now, I need an ambulance right now, please. She needs the ambulance. Not I need the ambulance. I need an ambulance. It's not you that needs the help, Leslie. It is Paulina that needs the help. She needs an ambulance. She needs medical treatment, but he is the one with the need. I need an ambulance right now, please. I've highlighted please there because very often in deceptive 911 calls, there is a whole lot of sucking up to the emergency operator done by the person doing the deceiving. There's a whole lot of politeness to them. There's a whole lot of niceness to them. There's a whole lot of respect that goes on to them because this is For them, it's about getting someone on side. It's the first time they're going to tell the story. They want it to be believed, and they think they will be more believed if they tell this story in a nice way. And this please is there. You think about sometimes when you've really wanted help or wanted to do something really fast, your manners have fallen to the floor and you are really just focusing on the important things, which is getting help quickly. So from this part here, I want you to remember we were cleaning my gun, singular. Just remember that for later, because when we see him interviewed at the scene, I want to see if you can pick up on the difference there. We were cleaning my gun, singular. I didn't know it was loaded, and I fucking shot her is an excuse before the consequence. So again, it's just more storytelling. It's not I shot her, I didn't know it was loaded. He's putting all the excuses up first. There. But do remember, me and my girlfriend cleaning my gun. All right, ma'am, we're getting help on the way. Okay, then we have more niceness. Please, please, please. Oh my God, no, no. So we just have this, sounds like a performance going on. None of this is helping the victim here. This is just all about performative noise that he's making. Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath. We're getting help on the way. And he says, I'm not. I think he says, I'm not. And then he says, no, please. And we've just got this again. Please, please, please help me. God damn it. I'm lost, or I love. I couldn't quite make out what it was. I'm lost, or I love. No, 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 no. Oh my God. So for him, actually getting the help is not a big priority here. He's been spent very little time talking. In fact, he hasn't spent any time yet talking about the state of the victim, what kind of help is needed, bar I, Leslie, need an ambulance. Showing this regret, this shock. No, no, no. Oh my God, seems to be his main priority. The operator again says, ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath. We're getting help on the way. Okay. And he says, 327 Southeast 32nd Avenue, please. Which is out of time, out of place. It's helpful. It's the question he was asked about 5 or 6 questions ago was, can you reconfirm the address? But now he's doing it and giving the address, but it's really out of place. It's like, instead of answering the question when it would have been helpful to do that, it's like his mind process is, what can I say now that's helpful that makes me look really concerned? I know, I'll give the address. Please, we have that niceness again. And then once more into this shock. Oh my God, I don't know. God damn it, I'm lost. And it sounds like he's saying I'm lost, but he doesn't ever finish saying it. It's the second time we've had what sounds like half a I'm lost. I couldn't work out where he was going with that one. And, you know, when someone pulls out of something, it's kind of wrong to assume what it is they're going to say. But this is the second time he's done it. God damn it, I'm lost. He's told, we're already getting help on the way, ma'am. He says, oh my God. Then he says, I'm sorry, babe, and I love you. No, he shouts out. Again, I don't know where he is when this call was made. So it's kind of performative. Is he really talking to the girlfriend in front of him that he has just shot? Or is this for the sake of the 911 operator? And don't forget, at this point, he was a deputy. As Sharon points out, he's now a former deputy. So was he thinking, I know how this goes down, and the 911 call is scrutinized in the nth degree when something like this has happened? Literally, law enforcement do look at 911 calls often as the first interview. So that the rawest interview, the first chance to tell the story. So I'm sorry, babe, and I love you. Is that for Paulina's benefit, or is that for the benefit of the tape? Then he shouts again, no, 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 running out of things to say. No, no, no. And then I need help right now. It's not she needs help right now, or even we need help right now. And there's very little we in what he says. Now, we talk about we with people we feel unity with, people we feel joined to, but this is just, I need help right now. If he'd have said we need help right now, I'd have been like, he's still with her. He still thinks that they are a unit together. So I need help right now. Really, really, really selfish in the middle of that. The operator says, we're getting help on the way, ma'am. And he says, I love you. God damn it, no. Is this another performative I love you? Is this for the benefit of the tape that I love you? God damn it, no. Just bear with me for a second, okay? We're getting help on the way. He shouts, no. We're getting help on the way? No. All right, ma'am. How is she doing now? Is she breathing? Is she awake? And he says, no, she's not. She's shot in the head. God damn it. Now, always always, people cannot lie all the time. So they will tell the truth. And it's always good to see how they tell the truth. And this here, no, she's not, is very truthful. Is she awake? Is a yes, no question. He answers with a no. A no or a yes is a great answer to a yes, no question. And he leads with that no. So no, she's not awake. She's not, is a really, really truthful answer. And I could believe that she's not awake. And here he is telling the truth. Just remember that. Ma'am, is she obviously deceased? And he says, I don't want to say that. No, babe. Now, again, that might feel like avoiding the question a little bit, but I think it's also understandable. Even if he's, the range of things, it was a real accidental shooting. It was a accidental shooting with a whole lot of negligence, or it was an intentional shooting. In any way that could have gone down, it's understandable. The person talking right now would say, I don't want to say that. Then, no, babe. No. And then I don't think she is. I can still feel a pulse. Actually, I think that no was like, no, as in, is she obviously deceased? No, I don't think she is. I can still feel a pulse, which I think this whole bit here is truthful. But then we've got hurry up, hurry up. Now, as I said at the very beginning, the sense of urgency is often a marker of a genuine 911 call from someone who really wants help to arrive quickly. And he does hurry up, hurry up. But in light of everything else, this feels performative. Again, it feels like he's acting a role. All right, and where in the head was she shot? The front, the side, where? He says the front. Again, a really, really truthful answer. The forehead, again, it's just really short. It's really succinct. It's full of information and nothing extra around there. This is what the truth sounds like. Then it's no, 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 no. Oh my God. And we go back into this showing shock and regret. And don't forget, the more that he's doing this performance, then the less he has to answer questions that he's asked, because this is the last thing that he wants to do, is answer questions, because lies are hard. Right? Lies are hard. And if you haven't covered off every single angle and someone asks you a question, that is stressful and potentially is something that could give you away. So I think a lot of this performance is to distract from, I'm so upset, I'm so shot in shock, do not ask me any questions. That's why I'm going to shout, no, no, no. And the oh my gods. We're already getting help on the way. Okay. Oh, and then he says the door's unlocked. God damn it, no. I knew we shouldn't be doing this. I knew, no, oh my God. Now that little line in there, I knew we shouldn't be doing this, is what he said. I knew we shouldn't be doing that because it's happened in the past. I knew we shouldn't have been behaving that way. I knew that's not what we should be doing. The past tense should be in play there. But instead, it's I knew we shouldn't be doing this, which is the present tense. So I think this, again, is an indication that he is making things up. He's making things up at fast speed in his head, which is why the tenses are not right. I knew we shouldn't be doing this. No. Oh my God. Then we've got the hurry up, hurry up, hurry up again, which sounds performative. And I need help. Not Paulina needs help. Not she needs help. Not we need help. I need help. His concern is with himself. We're already getting help on the way, ma'am. And how old is she? She's 25. No. Oh my God. Again, a really short, succinct answer. No filler, no persuasion, no convincing. She's 25. This is what he sounds like when he is being truthful. The next part, I think, is key to the whole thing. Ma'am, I need you to put the gun away and let me know when it's secure. So this is when what's happening is the police are arriving and then the paramedics will be arriving as well. And 911 wants to make sure there's no guns loose inside the residence, make sure there's no chance of them walking into a really dangerous situation. So they want to make sure that this is all taken care of. And the operator says, I need you to put the gun away, singular. And why did they say that? Because we've been told there was a gun. We were cleaning my gun and it went off. So the operator has only heard about one gun. I need you to put the gun away and let me know when it's secure. And Leslie says, they're away. They're unloaded. They're away. So more than one gun is what he's talking about. He's only spoken about one gun. He is asked about one gun. And he says, about more than one gun. They're away. They're unloaded. They're away. And I want you to remember that as well. Very succinctly, 3 times he said, more than one gun. They're away. They're unloaded. They're away. Do remember that. It becomes very important later, twice later. As of right now, is she awake? Asks the operator. No, she's unconscious. Again, we've got a yes-no question, and we have a yes-no answer. No, she's unconscious. Is she breathing? And this is one of those questions that he doesn't like. I need help right now. Please, I need help. So he doesn't want to answer the is she breathing question. He dodges that one. And he talks about himself again. I need help right now. Please, I need help. And what else do you notice there? Not once in all of this, the help that he's looking for, not once does he mention anything specifically about the help that is needed. It doesn't say we need, I need paramedics or anything like that, or whatever. He's a deputy. He should really be zoned in on the type of help that is needed here. What would be helpful information to give them so that Paulina has the best chance of pulling through if she can, but he doesn't specify that help. The operator pushes again. Ma'am, is she breathing? No, I don't think so. Truthful answer again. It's very honest. I need help. Me again. Leslie again at the center of things. We're already getting help on the way, ma'am. I need help right now. No. God damn it. No. And then, no, let me come in. I'm good. So this is the police arriving on the scene. I'm good. I need help. I need medics right now, is what I think he says. I need medics right now. Now, not she needs medics right now, but I need medics right now. I mean, this guy's concern for himself is off the charts. He then says, I think it's Liberty come here. I'm presuming Liberty is a dog that needed rounding up. The operator obviously has some sort of database in front of him. Ma'am, are you a deputy? Liberty doesn't want to answer that question either, does he? I need help. Then we hear the police guy that's turned up on the scene say, where's the gun? Again, gun singular. And he says, there's one in her lap and there's one there. And then it's either I need medicine or medics right now. Now, earlier, the guns were away. They're away. They're unloaded. They're away. But when the police guy that arrives on the scene, obviously you can't lie to him about where the guns are, the story changes. He contradicts himself. There's one in her lap and there's one there. So all of a sudden, the 2 guns are there. When we noticed that earlier, when he spoke about the guns being away. There, he's saying there's one in her lap and one there. And that one in her lap, I think, is going to be important as well. And then he says, no, I knew we shouldn't. And it trails off, and we don't know what it is that he shouldn't. I'm going to go through some of your comments in a bit, so if you've got anything to say, do put it in the live chat right now. For me, this 911 call, I think, will be used in training and all sorts in the future, because it just has so many tells of not being a genuine 911 call from someone who's holding something back and not telling the truth and showing no urgency there. It opens with the story, accidental discharge and the regret. God damn it, no. But the regret is overdone. It's that repetition. And you can always tell a lot about a person from what they repeat a lot. And here is that regret, shock, that no, I knew we shouldn't have been doing it. It's overdone. Leslie has a concern for himself over everything. He shot his girlfriend. 25-year-old Paulina has been shot, and his only concern is for himself. I need help. And then there are contradictions there, and we often overlook contradictions. Sometimes, for me, certainly, it's because they're so easy to spot. Therefore, if they're easy to spot, then let's not bring a lot of attention to them. But actually, they can be so revealing. So we have the contradiction about the number of guns. He didn't mention the 2 guns before. They were just cleaning 1 gun, and also where the guns were. He said they were put away, but when the police arrived, they're still out. So he's lying about that as well. Right. Let's see what you guys are saying then in the chat. Panic at the Discourse. Is this barely contained rage? Well, for there to be contained rage, they would have to, is it rage at himself? Is it rage at Paulina? The rage could come into it. Panic at the Discourse. Stick with this one because, rage could potentially come into this. Martina, the fakery. I mean, yes, I try not to judge acting skills and so on. That's not my my skill, not my talent. But yeah, it sure does sound faked. He sure changes when asked questions. Sheila, yeah, I thought there was two people on the 911 call at the time, as on the phone line when I first heard it, because there is the sort of calm measured, making sure I get across the things that are important to me, accidental discharge, and I need help, and here's the address, and the high-pitched no. There is a real change in his tone, Sheila. Yeah, I agree with that spot. Sharon says it was an effing rifle. She put her hand in front of her face. So guessing that's something that came out in testimony. Sharon, if you've got any more on that, like whether injuries to her hand, that would be great to know, because there really is something more to this, as we'll see in the body cam footage. He's preparing his defense, says Sharon as well. Yeah, I think he was. He knew she was dead. That's why he's not asking for help. I think that's highly possible. He is not asking for help for her. He's asking for help for himself. Sheila says he's looking out for himself and not her. I mean, that's just so apparent there. And Sharon says he doesn't need help physically. He needs help getting out of the mess. I think that's what is going on. And, right now I am in the shit big style, and the help I need is getting out of this. And KB Dale, totally agree. With that kind of help, should be easy for him. He is a police guy. Story change from Simi. There is a story change. There's more story changes to come when we look at the body cam as well. And Sharon says surely he knows CPR. Yeah, that was all a bit strange, wasn't it? He just was not acting like a deputy there at all. So we've got the body cam footage. So the police turn up, they get him outside, and they speak to him on body cam. And we're going to look at that in just a bit. But, let's do the public notices. Are you subscribed to the channel? Because that helps us grow. So if you hit the subscribe button right now, you'll get notified when we go live, like we're doing with this episode. You'll get notified as well of future premieres of new episodes where I'm going to tell you at the end of this some of the stuff that's coming up over the next couple of weeks, because I'm really excited about it. You'll know about that if you subscribe. But as many people say in the chat, do press the like button, because that helps us get out to more people. And I believe that knowing things like knowing how to spot a deceptive 911 call can help you out in wider life. Why? Because we do feel people telling us stories at times, and because we can spot them in a 911 call when it's a real high pressure situation, we're more likely to spot them in real life. So a like or a share and comments as well help this get out to more people. So interact with this channel, and it means that this amazing skill of being able just to hear a little bit richer when people are using words at you, pressing those buttons, taking those actions helps this get out to more people. So if you've done all of that, then I do like that. Okay, shall we listen to the body cam now? We're going to see it as well. And I've taken the most pertinent, I think, 2 minutes worth of body cam out. Let's have a look and let's have a listen to see what is said by Leslie, and see if you can spot some of the things that I've been hinting at when we listen to the 911 call that might have changed when this guy's on body cam.
Where'd you put the gun at?
It's all in there.
What kind of gun was it?
It's the AR on the counter, and she has the pistol in her lap.
Okay, which is the gun that went off?
The AR. Fuck, I told her. God damn it.
What did you see happen?
I was cleaning the guns. Okay. We were pointing them at each other.
During the cleaning process, or what was going on?
She was like, I want you to teach me how to use them. I want you to teach me how to use them. I was like, okay, we will. We were pointing them at each other, and mine went off.
And you were holding the AR at this? Yes. All right. Just gonna hold what we got.
I know it looks really fucking bad. I didn't fucking want this to happen. I told her I did not want this to happen. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to fucking train her in the fucking house like this, because she has no fucking gun experience.
5673.
God damn it.
Hey, do you have your, you want to drop the tailgate that you can just have a seat? There we go. Yeah,
how is she doing?
I don't know. I'm out here with you, man. I know the medics are in there. They're working on her now, okay?
You work for MCSO?
Yes.
Yeah. How long you been with MCSO now?
8 years.
8 years.
Fuck, I know better. God damn it. I can't believe this is happening right now.
Are the roads clear enough for them to get through?
I know fucking better. Why the fuck was I doing? No.
I take it you're A company with MCSO?
Yes.
Yeah.
They pronounced it. Fuck. No. No, we were having a good fucking night. Why did I let this happen? I should not have let this happen. Fuck. Why did I let this happen? I should not have been. I should have never let her go. I should not have let her. I should not have been doing this.
Wow. Two things. Again, thank you very much to Sharon for bringing this to my attention, because I think these are things that we will go back to time and time and time again. You'll remember where you were the first time that you heard that. And just a couple of mentions for both Sheila and KB Dale, who both said the exact same thing as that was playing, which is something I was going to point out: victim blaming. I think that is exactly what was going on there. Okay, let's dig down to the words. Where'd you put the gun at? He says, it's all in there. What kind of gun was it? And he says, the AR on the counter. She has the pistol in her lap. So remember, in the 911 call, the guns were away. But once again, he's confirmed that we have the AR on the counter. So that wasn't away. And also, we have she has the pistol in her lap. And I found that really interesting. She has the pistol in her lap. It's giving her some ownership of it. Was that deliberate? Was that gun placed there? Those are words that he would use if he'd placed that gun there. She has the pistol in her lap. Not the pistol's with her or anything like that. She has the pistol in her lap. And I wonder if he placed that gun there next to her in order to, I don't know, paint the picture. Anyway, we do have the fact that he lied in the 911 call. He lied in the 911 call. The guns were not away. Okay, which is the gun that went off? And he says the AR. And then he goes extra, right? So when someone answers the question and then says something more that's not an answer to the question, is not needed to answer the question, pay attention to that, because it's revealing. It shows what it is they want to say, what they wish to say. Remember as well, this guy doesn't really want to answer questions. Answering questions is not going to be in his best interests. So talking about something else gets his point of view across, gets his priorities across to people. And his priority here is, I told her, God damn it. I told her, God damn it. He's victim blaming here. It was her fault because she wanted to do all of this. And, you know, I don't like victim blaming at all. What did you see happen? So this is, again, the what happened question, but very much from asked at a different time by a different person in a slightly different way. But Leslie gives a very different answer. I was cleaning the guns. Prior to that, we were cleaning the guns. It was me and my girlfriend were cleaning the gun, singular, in the 911 call. And now he's lying again. And this is, I was cleaning the guns. So he's the only person doing it, and it's guns plural. So he's lied at some point. At some point, he's lying. It's just a fact of life. He's lying. And you've got to ask why someone would lie in such a situation: to cover something up. We were pointing them at each other. So again, we've got this thing here of, it wasn't just me. It wasn't me pointing a gun. We were pointing them at each other. During the cleaning process, or what was going on? Now, this is a question that he avoids answering. Were you pointing them at each other when you were cleaning the guns, or what was going on? And he doesn't say, after we cleaned them, we messed about with them, or yeah, when we were cleaning them, we were sort of messing about. He avoids this question, which was during the cleaning process, or what was going on. And he decides to get into the victim blaming again. She was like, I want you to teach me how to use them. I want you to teach me how to use them. I was like, okay, we will. Now, beware of people using verbatim quotes, because what he's doing here is putting words in her mouth very literally. You can imagine there's a way of saying this, which was like, she wanted me to teach her how to use them, so I showed her how to use them, right? Just like a narrator, like telling the story. Instead, he wants to bring what she said into it. Is that to make it seem more vivid? She was like, I want you to teach me how to use them. I want you to teach me how to use them. I was like, okay, we will. So be very wary of those verbatim quotes when you hear them. She was the instigator, though, in this telling. Victim blaming again. It was her fault. I want you to teach me how to use them. I want you to teach me how to use them. I was like, okay, we will. We were pointing them at each other. So we've got, again, it's the fact that both of us were doing this. No one is to blame. We were both equally as guilty as each other. We were pointing them at each other, and mine went off. Now, that's the classic passive. That's the classic passive of I was holding a gun and it went off. Oh, it was the gun that went off. It wasn't the fact that I fired the gun. Now, in the call, he did say, I shot her. But what we've got in this body cam, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour after the 911 call, he started to downplay everything and create much more distance than was in that 911 call. Mine went off. In the call, he said, I shot her. Were you holding the AR at this point? He says, yes. Then there's some comment that's unclear. And then he goes extra. I know this looks really fucking bad. I didn't fucking want this to happen. I told her I did not want this to happen. Now, I did not want this to happen. Why does that need saying? No one wants to shoot the girlfriend, do they? Unless they did, and they want to tell us that they didn't want it to happen. But I told her I did not want this to happen. Like, what? You've got the guns and you're going, I don't want to shoot you? I mean, does that need to be said? Why did you tell her you did not want to shoot her? Why was that? Well, I can think of one reason for that is if you're pointing a gun at her, threatening her, or in anger at her. I do not want to shoot you, but I will if I have to. It's a possibility. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to fucking train her in the fucking house like this because she has no fucking gun experience. Well, that's why you train someone, because they've got no experience. You could have said no to training her in the house like that. I didn't want to do this. And you'll notice that the training thing was not mentioned once in the 911 call, was it? In the 911 call, it was we were cleaning the guns and kind of messing about, was the impression that I got. This gun training, all of a sudden, oh yeah, we had the guns, we were cleaning my gun and turning it on each other, was what he said. So this is an entirely new story about this training. And training does sound like a kind of laudable thing to do. I was giving someone gun training, but it's her fault. I told her I didn't want this to happen. She made me do it. She made me do it. But also, she has no fucking gun experience. So what he's saying is she has no experience in guns. It wasn't hers that went off. It was his. Mr. Gun Experience, it was your gun that went off. You shot her. Not her lack of experience had nothing to do with what happened. Terrible, terrible story. Then we're back in the goddammits. Then he's asked if he wants to drop the tailgate so he can have a seat, and he bangs it, and it bloody hurt my ear when he did that. Thanks very much, Leslie. There we go. And then he says, how's she doing? And wow, that's the first time I have heard any concern whatsoever there. Although, again, is it just a question that, it's a self-serving question? How is she doing? Because if she's really, really bad, I'm in a really, really deep trouble here. The police guy says, I don't know, I'm out here with you, man. The medics are in there. They're working with her now. Okay, you work for MCSO? Yes. How long you been with them? 8 years. And then he says, fuck, I know better. God damn it. And he's switched round here a little bit. Look, I think some of the regret, remorse, shock is real because it's hitting him. I know better. I think he does know better. And I think he's admitting he knows better. Then he says, I can't believe this is happening right now. It's not, I can't believe I shot my girlfriend. I can't believe I did that in the past. He's talking in the present tense again. I can't believe this is happening right now, i.e., I am full of right now stress. I'm in big trouble. So the concern is for himself because right now he's in big trouble. I can't believe this is happening right now. I know fucking better. Why the fuck was I doing? And he pulls out of that. Why the fuck was I doing? And he doesn't want to say it. He does not want to say it. He's asked, I take it you're in A company with MCSO. He says yes, or something unclear. Then he yells, fuck, no. And then he says, no. We were having a good fucking night. Why did I let this happen? Now, if we go back over this call where he uses the F word a lot, the F word previously has indicated bad things like fuck, I know better. I know fucking better. It's all about bad things. I know it looks really fucking bad. And then we've got this, we were having a good fucking night. Were they having a good night? Or does the F word there indicate they were actually having a bad night? Why did I let this happen? I'll talk about that in a little bit. But were they having a good night? Does he actually indicate there, again, extra? We were having a good night. Is it for him to persuade us, to convince us that they were having a good night? Does this actually say, because of the use of the F word and because he wants to tell us they were having a good night, when it's kind of irrelevant, right, to what happened, that actually they weren't having a good night? There was an argument or something going on. There was tension between them. I mean, look, in his story, they were cleaning guns. Now, is that anyone's idea of a good effing night? Or is that quite a functional chore-laden night, cleaning the guns? And I just think, was it an argument, or was there a good time playing around with guns? I'm not entirely sure. I think there was more to it than that. I should not have let this happen. Fuck, why did I let this happen? Now, look at what he's done, right? Have you ever been to buy a car? And there's a salesman there selling you the car, and well-trained salesmen will hit everything that you could think about with a car. So they'll talk about the price. They'll talk about the features. They'll maybe talk about some of the bonuses that come with it because they want to find out what sort of person you are. Some of us are looking for a cheap car. Some of us are looking for a car that looks great. Some of us are looking for a popular, trendy car that everyone's got. And salesmen will try and hit all of those things until they find out what's the thing that floats your boat. If it's price, they'll talk to you then only about price. If it's the features, they'll start talking to you about the features and upselling the features to you. Look at what he's done. He's gone round here. So we've had that regret. Oh, no, God damn it. We've had the apologies. I'm sorry, babe. Then we've had the victim blaming. It was her fault type thing. Now it's like he's passively allowed it to happen. It's like self-blaming. So it's like, I should not have let this happen. God, I know better than this. I should never have let her. I should never have let her. And he dribbles out there at the end of it. So on the body cam stuff there, more contradictions from the guy. He's hitting the emotions like a salesman. He's going around and just trying to see which button he can get the reaction from there. He's downplaying what happened way more than the 911 call. That had I shot her, this as my gun went off. I think there's a hint of an argument went on there. And also, was that pistol placed? Well, why do I think that? Well, it's partly the words. She has a pistol there in her lap. But also, it explained why he said the guns were away. Because if he was told to put the guns away, so if he said, no, the guns are out, and the operator said, please put the guns away before the police arrive, then he would not have been able to say the gun is in her lap, i.e. this story about they both had a gun there I think the pistol was placed. I think there was arguments. I think the pistol was placed there. So there you go. That is what I think. So you've got some time now to get your comments in if you want, but let's just fire through some of what's in so far. KB Dale, Michael Peterson had a similar 911 call. I've forgotten all about the Michael Peterson 911 call. Yeah, we should look at that some night, shouldn't we? Have a look at the Michael Peterson call. Sharon, of course, he is the principal character in his story. Yes, he is. He is only concerned about himself. He isn't using her name, just she. KB Dale says, yeah, really good point. Sheila, hello, Sheila. Welcome along. He's acting like Chris Watts. Man, this is why I think this is going to become a classic of its time, because there is just so much to this guy that is really easy to see. I know he testified at the trial as well. And I saw today that they've released the interrogation video of him at the police station in an interview room talking as well. I think all of this stuff would be fascinating. Panic at the Discourse, how long until this went to trial? He aged bad. A year and a month, I think. Panic is the right answer. The trial was just this week, and it was only 2 days. One of the quickest trials I've ever known happen. KB Dale, I mean, we were pointing guns at each other. I just can't. It sounds so tragic. Sharon, of course, this is why I sent this case to Jack. I love this channel and the content. I do hope that we all remember where we were when we first heard this 911 call, which is all thanks to Sharon. Look at what you made me do vibes. Yeah, KB Dale, I got that. I really, really did. Sharon says red flags anywhere. And also, no, he didn't say gun training in the 911 call. The gun training was invented between the 911 call and the body cam interview that we saw. Panic at the Discourse says we had a good night equals she hadn't been lippy. I really do think there's something's gone on that night, because for him to tell us out of the blue we were having a good night, too much, way too much. Martina, he is taking responsibility for allowing something to happen. Not clear what, but not for shooting at her. Yeah, he doesn't ever join the whole thought up, Martina, does he? He never says, I should not have let her get the guns out. I should not have let her. I should not have let her do that. It's all very condensed, therefore not authentic. Sharon says, jealous. Did she want to leave him? Look, I don't know what went on because I wasn't there. But yeah, something has gone on. So there we go. There are so many of you commenting, and I think everyone's spotting the same thing on the Leslie Boileau 911 call. And the body cam interview as well. It's just fascinating to watch a really, really bad story being told. Someone stressed there. Sheila is just, this is a great point. I wonder what he was really training her for. Yeah, so do I wonder what he was training her for. I don't know. Sharon, if you have time, do you know how old he was? I thought there was a huge age disparity between them, because she was 25 and he looked, don't know, 40s. I'm terrible with ages, but they looked like there was a huge age disparity there. I wonder if she was, getting ideas above her station in Leslie's head. Love this one. More red flags in a communist parade, says Panic at the Disco. This is really a good one as well. Sheila says he told us throughout what he shouldn't have done. Actually, he moved a little bit in the 911 call. He told us what he did. I shot her. But then it moves into the what he shouldn't have done. And that's when people talk in the negative, always huge red flags. Right. Before we go, let me tell you what's coming up. Daniel Martel, the stepdad of Jack and Lily Sullivan, Nova Scotia kids, who are still missing 5 months, I think, since they were last seen. He has given a new interview. Retro AI Unleashed from Canada might be interested in this one because it's a Canadian story. He's done a new interview talking about the fact that the law enforcement there are going to get cadaver dogs involved in searching his property. His answers to that, very, very interesting. That episode will be with members tomorrow, hopefully, and with everyone else over the weekend as well. So that's Daniel Martel. Now, if you like Laura Owens and the bizarro world of Laura Owens, then this week, law enforcement released the body cam footage of a search warrant being executed at Laura Owens' residence, and along with her mom and her dad as well. And some of the things that Laura Owens says in that are gold dust. And I think this time next week, we will be doing that as a live, looking at the search stuff. If you thought this was interesting footage, then you will love the Laura Owens footage that we're going to do. And then I think after that, man, I've been good at planning. I'm going to dip my toe back into the world of Delphi and Richard Allen, and in particular, Richard Allen's relationship with Kathy, his wife. So look, people like Sharon might pop up and tell me things that I should be looking at as well. So those are subject to change, but those are the things I've got planned over the next coming weeks. But as always, if there is something you spot, just like Sharon did, that we can get an episode out of, then do get in touch and let me know. Thanks again to Sharon in Mexico for passing this one on to me. And we'll see you soon for something new from Never a Truer Word.